That shoots material off into space that we call the solar
Sperm.
wind.
Solar wind. Bucket. Hey. Blasting on. Welcome into this thing we call Trading Trends Trend with Benjaja. I'm Benjaja. You're this here. What? Come on. Thank you for coming to the show where we jump into YouTube every day, this time together, and we go into what's trending. That's it. That's all this is. We just go check it out. But there's reasons why. One, what if we want to learn how to make videos that trend ourselves, perhaps? Maybe that's a good place to go learn, is by the people that are trending. Two, it's nice to stay current and relevant with ourselves and our friends and our parents and, well, less our parents, more our friends. Well, good, and also our parents. And then three, just because it's just gosh dang so fun to just go fast sometimes. That's what this is all about. So go ahead and like this video. This is your first time here. We don't know why you're here yet, but we'll figure it out because what happens is in the show, we bring up YouTube like this. Okay, so YouTube's up. Then we head over this explore thing. Then we go to this trending thing. And then we find out what's trending. So now I do the full trend send, which will be like a minute. Will give me a minute on the clock so I can break down what's trending in a minute. Then we'll pick one of the videos. After that, we'll give that video that we watched some Benjaja coins. Then it's word of the day, and we're out to the next thing. Okay, so stick around and check this out. Okay, here we go. Let's do the full trend send. Here we go. 1 minute. Marvel Studios Store, Love and Thunder official trailer. It's been trending for the last 3 days. I think we all saw it maybe 14 times each. Inside the NBA reacts to NBA Warriors Game 2 highlights 2022 playoffs. I don't know who won, but I can't wait to watch that. Kodak black purple stamp. He's got a stamp and it's purple. He's black, but it's Kodak. He's going to put it on you. Trending shorts. How do I F1 driver speed during the race? A lot of other things. Ferret Wonderland creator on the rise. Oh, way to go. Creator on the rise. You got ferrets. You got Wonderlands. You're an amazing person. All right, then we got Dragonflight announced in the cinematic trailer World of Warcraft. You can fly on dragons in Warcraft. It's going to be crazy. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 release date and event Nintendo Switch. Looks like Nintendo's got a great third time of a game. We gotta go faster than the Warriors. New Elden Ring buffs, nerfs, changes in Rivers of Blood. New Elden Ring. Looks like your Colossal Soldier isn't gonna do that much damage. Harpo karaoke. She's gonna be singing in a car with James Corden. Now Cyber Warfare actually works. This is where you can learn. We can learn right there, but it's 20 minutes and 53 seconds long, so we don't want to do it. Then we got Braden Ghost. We gotta go faster. Braden Ghost. The Dragon Ride preview. Messed up in the 990 20 forces. 11 JJ Riddick thinks the Warrior lineup in the third iteration of their championship window deck. Dragon Ball Legend reveal stuff and Little Girl in Vegas. Oh, we made a video 10 years ago. Took a Chloe Bailey together. Let him by partner door. Please integration race to Miami. Bruno Mars. Elf. Nogla Terrorism. I miss being a YouTuber. By Casey Neistat. Billy Eilish. Game Theory. Spencer Vegas. Minecraft. Roblox. Food Theory. Billie Eilish. Calming down. Okay, I think we're gonna go do this one. That was almost all of them. This is by Physics Girl. 1.3 million views 1 day ago. Missed us by 9 days. Let's watch this. Everybody likes physics. It's just a fact. There's not one person that does not enjoy the benefits of physics. Physics are what helps you sleep at night.
1859.
Oh, wow.
There was a geomagnetic storm so big.
This is already great.
The aurora was visible in Hawaii.
Whoa.
Wow. They had telegraph systems. Some of the operators were reported to be able to send messages
Is that Physics Girl?
even when they weren't plugged into their batteries. They were just using the current generated from this geomagnetic storm. This thing was the largest geomagnetic storm in recorded history.
Little solar flare.
The Carrington event.
A solar superstorm like this is not unusual. It could happen again today, and it would be way worse. Like, way worse. It would cost more than the top 10 natural disasters in the US combined to recover from. So yeah, these solar superstorms are getting more and more likely leading up to 2025.
Why? Why does everybody...
So first of all, that event is the same type of event that causes the aurora.
Cool. Well, we like the aurora borealis.
The thing that we were chasing last night. The thing that we want to see tonight.
This is great.
Have you ever heard of solar cycles? The sun has these periods of activity where there's a period of when there are the most sunspots and then periods of a little bit of calm about once every 11 years. Why every 11 years? Any guesses? Like, what happens every 11 years?
Seems very like nature to move in waves.
I was like, maybe it's a coincidence. It turns out that it's because, on average, every 11 years, the sun's north and south pole switch. So the Carrington event happened coming into the maximum of the 10th cycle of this.
Okay, this made me think about one thing real fast. I just want to share with you. Is I was thinking about light the other day and how, like, we all have light within us, right? Like very Star Warsian, you know what I mean? Like there's light and there's dark, and we all have both. But I was just thinking about how like we're all like trying to be as light as we can, but life gets hard, and so then we want to get dark. But if we just continue to stay in the light and give the light, well then we are the power of the sun, baby. Think about it. You got fire inside of you. Do you? No, you have water inside of you, but you have engines and systems of oxygens and carbon, molecules. We're talking about physics. All right, enough of my science philosophy class. Let's just watch this.
The 10th since 1755, when we started recording that the sun came in cycles. No one noticed that until they were able to see sunspots.
Oh, that's a green sun.
Remember when we went to Mount Wilson Observatory?
Mm-hmm. I'll never forget.
They were drawing sunspots on paper. That was some of the first telescopes that were ever used to look at solar spots. Do you even know what the sunspots are? Sounded like a very condescending question. No. Have you ever seen a picture of the sun with like all these lines? Those are all...
All right, just check out, listen for her editor, she's telling this to. He's responding to her as he films her in the parking lot in Alaska. And she's like excited. And he's like, no. What? Okay. Ooh. Anyway, just let's listen for him.
Magnetic field
We'll go
lines.
bing
And if you
whenever
have
he makes
a
cool
ton of
sounds.
them going into the sun, that's where you'll see a sunspot. Sometimes those magnetic field lines can get like wrapped around each other and twisted. And sometimes they'll just like snap and break into more of a smooth kind of configuration. And when that happens, we see a solar flare.
That's so cool looking. How do we even see that?
I was really surprised because I just hadn't pictured it until we started talking about it. But when you said we missed a storm, it shot off in a direction.
It shot off in a direction.
And
So every 11 years, you have more of a potential for a hit of a solar superstorm. And the last time, it missed us by 9 days because the sun was just facing the wrong way.
So yeah, 2012 is the near miss where a Carrington-sized event just missed Earth.
Wait, it happened in 2012?
2012.
The end of the world year? Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but the end of the world
Yeah.
just missed us. And it missed us by 9 days.
The end of the world is going to be told to you your entire life. Everybody's always like trying to fearmonger to keep your attention because we get... This is like the light conversation we're talking about. Our fear clouds our light and darkens us. And then everybody else, or not everybody, but like think of like news or think about like other different... Whenever you're getting information, a lot of the times it's like because everything's going to end or because your life's going to get super hard and you got to avoid this if you want to stay that and all this stuff. It's all like this fear-driven stuff. So jump into the light. I think this channel is the light.
Because the sun spins about every 25 days. It just happened to be not facing us by a 9-day miss.
A 9-day miss.
So we're now in the 25th solar cycle,
Okay.
and we're coming into the peak of it. You get increased solar flares, and you also get increased CMEs, or coronal mass ejections. Do you know what that is? It's like sun
Coronal
Whenever
mass
that's snapping,
ejection.
you release a lot of mass. That shoots material off into space that we call the solar
Sperm.
wind.
I mean
It
solar
literally
wind.
is
Sorry.
mass because a
That's-
bunch of SpaceX satellites just fell out of the sky when there was
They're talking about SpaceX. They're talking about big releases of energy. We're talking about a lot of things that are getting pretty close to galactal sex. Galactus.
big solar
Not
wind
a-
event because the atmosphere literally became thicker. It became too dense and slowed down the satellites to the point where they couldn't recover and they fell down to Earth and burned up the atmosphere.
Oh,
That just happened.
crazy.
So it's a big deal when the sun's magnetic field
Sounds like
flips.
the accountant.
For us,
Bing! It's a
what it
little more
means
excited.
Is these periods of heightened and potentially extreme solar activity. So the peak of the solar cycle will happen in 2025.
Oh,
So that means
Oh.
increasing solar activity right now, which means a higher chance of seeing auroras. We've got some solar wind coming, a geomagnetic storm coming. The aurora is going to come. Oh, dogs!
we went dog sledding!
Wait, that looked fun. All right. During this preview for Google, or this family shop where you could shop instead of like Walmart or Target, check out Dumb Owl, my family comedy network. I'm trying not to sneeze. Just oh, you son of a! You sneezed in front of yourself in the future and in the past because your post-production self.
Is that
Never mind.
fortunately nothing happens to our bodies, but things do happen to our electrical systems because it's a bunch of charged particles.
That's
During the
summer
Carrington
fun.
event, this was before even the US Civil War, so there were only telegraphs. And the telegraph systems were sparking. It's like using your computer and getting shocked through the keyboard. Some of them were
What?
catching on fire. Some
Does that
people
happen?
were seeing like these amazing swirling colors, but it was visible in Havana, Cuba, in Key West, Florida. And some people thought that their cities were on fire, so it was a predominantly red glow all over the sky.
Before we find out how solar superstorms affect us, a quick message.
Thanks to Omaze for sponsoring this video. Omaze is bringing you the opportunity
Product,
to win
product,
Tesla's most sought
advertising.
after, top-of-the-line flagship SUV
What do you-
and support Give Power and 501c3. More about them in a minute. So, supercar stats don't immediately come to mind when you hear SUV, but that's exactly what the brand new Tesla Model X Plaid brings. Think versatility, but with style and power, and an all-new interior and updated
Wait,
exterior style.
I've never seen an advertisements for Tesla. This is the first time I'm ever seeing an advertisement for Tesla. She's getting Tesla. Well, I get she's talking about, and that makes a lot of sense. Her market, the people that like her stuff are into science, so they're maybe into Teslas.
Whatever you want to do,
Christoph
wherever
Waltz,
you want to
maybe?
go, be the first to get
Perhaps.
there with 1,020 horsepower taking you a quarter mile in 9.9 seconds.
Okay, cool.
Your-
Great. It's just we're done. All right, let's we like it, but we're done. We got to just keep moving. Like it. Let's subscribe. I want to know more physics. Subscribe. Notifications are on. Boom. Get it out of there. Benjaja coins. Let's give her an entire space dumpster full of Benjaja coins. Space dumpsters are great. Okay, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. So that was really cool. I learned stuff. Really great graphics. Great visuals. What did I learn? Solar flares. I'm not good at learning. I think. I mean, maybe I'm not good at listening. Perhaps. We'll find out. But in your comments, in the comments below, tell me a little bit about what did you learn in that video so that I can read your comment and then I can learn what you learned and then I can feel like I learned through you. Okay, let's do word of the day and then let's biggity bounce out of here. We got so much to do today. It's such a big day in the world, I think, I hope. I mean, it is. Okay, next word is salient. Salient. You've probably heard this word used. Let's get on the board. Conspicuous, noticeable, prominent, sticking or jutting out. Interesting, that's salient, because it sounds like it's silent, right? Salient, silent, right? You read it and you might even, your brain might make it think it that it's silent when it's salient. And silent is like, you know, something clandestine or hidden or unnoticeable, whereas something that's salient is conspicuous and noticeable and prominent and it's sticking or jutting out. I'm gonna forget that, but maybe we learned it. All right, great. Bucket. Hey. If you're here at this video, wow, just Sasha's and Satches. Thanks for being great. This is how I when you feel like life isn't going to get any better. You know it always gets better, and come back tomorrow for the next episode of Trending Trans. Well then, Trending Trans. Let's blast off. French. The French blast the Welcome to my channel. Subscribe. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna sit right here and ask you to subscribe. I'll wait until you do it. So go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it.